the last shot. This is the last shot for these teams, these two teams, to try to win 1,500. We have our top 3 teams. It's either Canonical Spreadsheets, Ram Ranch Cowboys, or Team Old Guard. These will be, one of these teams will be crown champion. It will either be the repeat from Team Old Guard, or will we see a new champion? Storm, Shin, and Untold Pain. Storm, we got Kerrigan. We've got Phoenix, and we've got Abathur. A little bit of everything here. Vorazun. This looks like Dahaka. And we've got Kerrigan. And we've got really loud music. Because why not, guys? You gotta make it intense, right? You gotta get crazy with it. All right, let's get this set up there. There we go. All right, and now we're good. And now we're good. A lot of defense here for our team. You'll see 3 people going up into tier 2 already. We do have already 1 at tier 2, so we have 4 tier 2s. That is going to be Vorazun going up to tier 2. Which will be interesting. We have the micro from Kerrigan here. Makes sense. Trying to wait for these primal Zerglings to get in front. And a lot of control. This is what I'm talking about. Sometimes you'll have teams, Shin, Storm, and Untold Pain have completely given up mid. They've given up that mid control. They've gone 1 gas apiece. Everybody with 1 gas right now. But the advantage is going to go in favor of is it? Yes, Canonical Spreadsheets. They are the ones who are going to be able to keep this alive and put on some pressure. The question is what's the strategy here? Oh, they're actually going to try to stack this up. I wonder what Shin's going to do here. We're waiting for Shin. There's Phoenix. Gets Phoenix down on the right side with the Dragoon formation. We do also see, is this so Untold has finally gotten up to, so we have everybody on tier 2 except Orange. And this is the stack. Shin, this is what they were waiting for. They're going to use Phoenix as a linchpin to try to move forward. If only he had picked the original Phoenix, because look at this wave. This is going to be difficult to get through. Holy smokes. I don't know if Phoenix can survive this. We'll have to see. He does have some abilities that he can use. He uses the overcharge. We're super early to get through that. I wouldn't be surprised if back here we do see him change that, but we'll see if he just stays this. This overcharge is going to help quite a bit. He's able to get through here. Kills 1, kills 2. Taking shots, but is pretty beefy. Kills 3, gets frozen, still dies though. And the mid control still going in favor of this other team of Canonical Spreadsheets. Is anybody going up to 2 gas? Looks like no. Nobody's going to 2 gas. Tier 3 for purple though. Kerrigan going up to tier 3. What's going to be the unit of choice? Is it the Torasks? Are we going to see some Ultralisks here? This is the best of 1. The semis, guys. Winner goes on to challenge Team Old Guard, who is trying to win 2 in a row. Are they going to be able to do it, though? That's the question. Kerrigan and Phoenix. Talus with some Adept support. These Adepts are going to try to hold off against all of these Primals. It's going to be difficult, but they do split the army. Primal Worms coming up here for Dahaka. That is Orange, who's trying to hold on. I'm really curious to see what Kerrigan's going to build as a tier 3, and it's Untold Pain building a Leviathan. And did Dahaka just eat that Leviathan? Oh, that's a catastrophe. This can be eaten by Dahaka. Dahaka can basically one-shot this Leviathan. Oh man, if I was the Dahaka on the other team, you better believe I'm going to be upgrading Devour as often as possible to get that up as fast as possible to have it off cooldown. If you can eat the Leviathan, ladies and gentlemen, holy smokes, Leviathan, not the strongest pick. Not the strongest pick. Oh my god. We've got wards. We've got wards. They don't work on air units though. There are a bunch of wards here. Are they gonna be able to kill this one in time, or are they just gonna run right into it? They're gonna run right into it. Now he does have the upgrade where they can take damage when frozen. So the warp, these the stasis, the wards, the static wards, the stasis fields that they develop, those can usually protect the unit. They usually protect the unit. But in this instance, you can actually upgrade so that they do damage as well. Leviathan, able to put out some pretty nice damage. Double Kerrigan eat there. This Leviathan is pretty tanky, but unfortunately they actually don't have mid control, as these are going to come across and give them mid control just before dying. Mid control still going to Canonical. Let's go ahead and check here. We have the 1-1 and 1 gas. Still 1 gas apiece for them. It's pretty dangerous against 2-2-2. 2-2-2, 1-1-1, and mid control has often been going in favor of Canonical. Are they gonna be able to keep it up though? All these come up to try to keep mid control. Look at this. They did that just to soak. They're just barely keeping the mid control right here, that line. And if they toe the line and keep mid control for even that extra income right there. Shin with a great ability there. You can see that like pushes through, does a bunch of damage, killing outright most light units. Double Leviathan from Untold Pain. A very interesting and curious strategy here, going for these very beefy, expensive units. I think they cost $850 a pop. We'll have to see. We'll have to see if it pays off. These Corsairs aren't even. They're barely even tickling them. Barely even doing damage. The amount of healing that these units are able to do is almost just not enough. We see the mutas coming in on the left side. These air units are not going to be hit by these wards either, so that upgrade is actually going to go into the tank as something that will not be used whatsoever. Damage coming out, tier 3 coming up for Pink. Pink's decided to go up to tier 3. I wonder what that'll be for. It might be for carriers as they continue to go up into the air and try to utilize this air strategy. All these adepts will hopefully get through these primal zerglings. We'll have to see. Phoenix trying to do the damage from the back line. And that is exactly what happens. Look at these adepts. These adepts are standing strong, no problem. Pink does not even have any upgrades. Doesn't even care about the upgrades, doesn't need them. Vorzun on the other team, trying to stay up in the air, trying to fight against these. Are they gonna be able to do it? It's gonna prove a little bit more challenging than I think they want it to be, that's for sure. Look at this, these Corsairs are just not doing enough damage. These Leviathans are lasting forever. And here comes the Brood Mutalisks. Gonna be one-shotting all these Hydras. Look at this, just absolutely destroyed. Dead, dead, and dead. Here's the Primal just trying to hold him off. Can I just hold you off long enough so that we can get somebody out in front of this turret? In front of the cannon, rather. Very cute play from Shin here. Just goes, puts this Phoenix out in front, and then puts all the Adepts in the back. The Adepts are gonna do a ton of damage. Nice job so far, coming up on the 8-minute mark. And so far, it's been a very back and forth game. Let's go ahead and check in on our income totals. 2 gas, 2 gas, 2 gas. They decided to sit on the 2. 1, 1, and 1. They've sat on the 1. Third Leviathan is up, and now the Viper in the back for Abathur with the upgrade. This is intense. I love this play. They're using this Viper to set up these other units. Very interesting play from Untold Pain. Certainly a late game play, that's for sure, as they're going to depend on Carrion and Phoenix to try to push forward and keep control while Abathur continues to put forth the damage into the late game and try to build a composition that will push them all the way to victory and a finals against the Old Guard. Kerrigan goes down. We got the Primal Zerglings coming up here. Probably gonna be able to surround here. Oh, I hear Colossus are good against that. That's exactly what we see here from Shin. He says, I've had enough of that. We're gonna get some Colossus in the back line. That Dahaka just ate a Colossus. Om nom 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 nom. Warbringer. Epic damage from the back line. Actually stayed alive here. They're gonna be able to retake. This is a nice stack. This could be very dangerous. It's gonna be very, very dangerous. Are they able to actually push through here though? That's the question. These Leviathans are doing a lot of damage. They're soaking a lot of damage. These Warbringer and the Colossus have stayed alive. They're gonna be able to start putting some damage out of range. The Leviathans, 3 of them with this, with the Viper, able to cast its abilities over and over, able to survive for quite a long time. Even Phoenix living for quite a while. One of the Leviathans is staying up and they're starting to push, they're starting to get out of control. What a use of the Vortex here to try to slow this down, to try to keep this army back a little bit. Hydra's starting to stack up here on the back line for this Dahaka in orange. Trying to move up through mid. In the semifinals here, ladies and gentlemen, finals coming up next against the winner of this match. It's gonna be a best of 3 and it's gonna be crazy. 2 gas, 2 gas, 2 gas. To 2 gas, to 2 gas, to to 2 gas. They finally have gone up to the 2. You can see here, pretty recent. But the damage here is coming in from the blue team. From the blue team trying to hold on, trying to keep this cannon alive. Are they going to be able to do it? All these Leviathans are putting on some pressure. A lot of Vipers here. These Vipers are going to be able to cast them. Surprised they aren't actually casting Parasite. As I say that, they cast the Parasite. Parasite very strong against a group of air units. You'll see them all die there. But they do relinquish control here, which is a little unfortunate. All these wards, it's going to be pretty annoying to try to get through. Are they going to continue? Actually, it's going to be interesting to see if they're going to continue to build these oracles. It looks like they're going into a whole bunch of void rays. Get that prismatic upgrade. As we can see here, we do have 2-2-3-3 here. The Colossus are moving up a little bit too far there. We got the Leviathans on the back line. A lot of Vipers here trying to push through. Are they going to be able to, though? That's the question. I don't think so. I don't think it's going to happen. These Void Rays have a little bit too much range. This may actually bite Untold Pain in the butt. I'm not entirely sure. This seems like something where you can just kind of counter it. You can kind of build. You can build into the late game, and you should be good to go. Now up against the Hydras, or yes, the Mutas against the Hydras. That looked like that went pretty well, and I think we've just seen the flippening. I think we've seen this gone the other direction. Is it going to be enough, though? It's going to be enough to hold mid. I think these Primal Ultralisks out in front should be able to soak quite a bit of damage. Oh, the fire coming in from Dahaka, eating one of the Colossus, and it may just have been enough. But Phoenix says, yo, I got you. Do you know that I do things too? Phoenix puts out massive amounts of damage. Shield here from Dahaka. Is it going to be enough to survive? Look at all the damage coming out from these Leviathans. The Devourers get killed right away because they aren't with their other units. That's something where you got to be looking at your control. What on earth was that? You got to be looking at the control on your units, being sure that the Devourers and stuff. Otherwise, you're going to have your Devourers get way out in front of the army and they're just going to die. Is anybody going up to 3 gas? I don't think so at this point. Over on the left, nice little flip backwards here. Phoenix somehow still alive. And now they will move up into the zone and reclaim mid. They got so close to killing the photon cannon, but right now it is living. These Mutas are trying to do some damage here. If they can actually get some damage in, this may actually be the photon cannon going down. I think it is. I think it's going to be the photon cannon going down, ladies and gentlemen. It's down to 1. There it is. It's going to be Storm, Shin, and Untold Pain. A very unorthodox and interesting strategy. They are going to take the bunker kill and give themselves that edge in this game. Still staying on 2 gas apiece. They think they might have the momentum necessary to keep pushing forward. They're going to use that for units. They're going to see if they can keep this going. All these Vipers actually soaking for Leviathans. That's a weird thing to notice, but that's exactly what was happening there. Look at how many mutas this guy has. Oh my God, they're in the vortex. Holy mother. Wow. That is how you take over mid. Colossus in the back line. I hear they do pretty well against Hydralisk. Not so good against Ultras though. 4 Ultras, 5 Ultras up in front, doing massive amounts of damage. All these Primal Hydras in the back line trying to get through, but Phoenix staying alive, doing everything the Phoenix can to try to keep pushing back. This mid control goes back and forth. This is a huge kill though, a huge kill on the Photon Cannon. Will it be enough to get them up into the finals though, to face off against Team Old Guard? Look at all the wards. Holy smokes, there's a bunch of wards. I don't think these are going to last very long against all of these voids. This is the problem when you go with big units like this late or early game, is that you can just, the other team can counter at a much better cost-effective ratio. As we are getting to the point, coming up on 15 minutes, with the amount of units these guys are building, where you're going to see my frames drop to absolutely nothing. But hey, we'll keep trying. because that's the important part. We just got to keep trying. Damage coming through. Phoenix trying to stay alive. They do have the Tal'Darim here. Tal'Darim Hero, which does quite a bit of damage and also does a little bit of crowd control, a little bit of CC. Dahaka puts the shield up. Is it enough? Is it enough to hold on? Devourer's out in front, trying to put out as much damage as they can. All the Vipers now are going to cast all over these air units. Is it going to be enough to let these Leviathans finally get through? Look at all of these units here. This is going to be the Colossus getting through, the Immortals getting through, the Leviathans behind them. Mutus now. Look at how many. This is ridiculous. This is a ridiculously huge amount of Hydras. Holy mother. Or I'm like, huh. I don't know if that beats, I don't think that beats Mutalisk. I think you gotta be careful, because now this stack could just end the game. This stack actually could end the game. All these Hydras are gonna die right away. These Leviathans were soaking that entire time. The Hydras are gonna have a heyday moving forward here. This is where it starts to get pretty scary. Oh my god, they melted. Corsairs. Corsairs are a thing in this game. Colossus in the back line. Corsair is going to cast the disrupting web. It's going to make it so that people can't attack when they're inside of that web. Not a lot of ground units here for blue, so it's allowing these ground units for pink to get through and do some damage to the buildings. They're actually pushing. It's not even going back and forth for mid anymore. The push is actually on here. They are making progress towards their opponent's base, and they have got to be careful. But this is so many Hydras. The way this is stacking up now, it looks like the Hydras are going to be able to get through this no problem. Now the damage coming in here. Gonna be able to soak through all these Hydras no problem. Holy smokes. Later, Gators. Now can the Mutas actually kill all these Hydras as well? That's the question. There are quite a few of them. The answer is yes. The answer, oh no. They actually didn't target to move forward. They targeted to go backwards. This could very well be the point in time where this stack is just gonna be a little too hard to handle. Look at this. They have stacked all of these Mutas. How many Mutas? Oh my god, it's a lot of Mutas. They're all gonna die, but that soaking, the amount of attention they take, the fact that they get green to actually catch up with them, I mean, this is gonna be a lot of trouble. This could be very, very dangerous. Pink is actually staying alive here. Do these Vipers have enough energy? They do have the bio upgrade on them, so they are going to be recharging energy a little bit faster. Are they going to be able to get that down? They get some blinding clouds. But no, it looks like the amount of Hydras is still just a ludicrously high amount of Hydras. Oh my god, the vortex. It looks like an O. It actually looked like an O. There were so many Mutas right there. Holy smokes, that vortex. It might not even matter. There might be so many Mutas that it doesn't even matter. Okay. If you vortex Mutas and they are still killing all your stuff, the only problem is they can't get through the Corsairs. There's a hard wall with the Corsairs. So it's gonna come down to who can push through blue. Because blue right now, Vorazun is doing an absolutely excellent job staying alive in this game, keeping his team up, trying to push them forward to get this victory. We're gonna have to check in with the gas real quick. We got 3 gas versus 2-2-2. Gas advantage in favor of Ram Ranch Cowboys. Canonical spreadsheets doing everything they can to try to hang on here. The amount of units in the game is going to cause these frames to absolutely disappear. Actually, this is getting kind of close. The problem here is if these red units are able to get close enough, this could end in disaster. This could end in disaster because they're going to be able to put out so much damage and they're going to be able to do it so quickly. Are they going to be able to come out in time? Look, they destroy all these buildings so fast. And now are they attacking the Nexus? They are attacking the Nexus, but they die. That is just a little too close for comfort. If you are canonical spreadsheets, that is a little too close for comfort. This is actually going to be some damage on the Nexus. They can attack this. This is going to be a little bit dangerous. They're starting to take some chip shot damage here. They've got to be careful. All those Mutas are actually just fighting through, and if they can fight through fast enough, which is exactly what's happening, there's not enough survivability in these waves. I cannot believe how many Hydralists this is. It's a herd of Hydras. Hail Hydra. And here come the mutas to show us just what it looks like when a whole bunch of Hydras die in a very short amount of time. More Hydras, why not? How many Hydras can you Hydra? Do you even Hydra, bro? I heard you like Hydras. You got some Hydras, you can Hydra while you Hydra. They get through that, no problem. Creeper host, 2 creeper hosts gonna die for free. Not the utility you're looking for. And these Mutalisks are doing so well at pushing the pace, keeping the enemy back, giving them mid control as often as they want it. And I don't see Storm stopping at all. I see more and more mutas until it looks like there's gonna be a stopping point. Damage gonna come in from the ground. Vorzun deciding to stay in the air, not trying to make DTs, not trying to make Centurions, not trying to make Stalkers. Looking to keep it in the air, keep the fight up above the ground. That might prove to be to the advantage of the other players, though. All these units are certainly going to die. These mutas are coming in. Are any of these units going to survive? I don't think so. It's going to be these mutas coming in here. The frame drop's happening because just too many units. Oh my goodness. I only wish I could keep all those on the screen. This could very well be it, though. Oh my god, they actually got through with a ton of time left. With a ton of time. Are they going to be able to get the shots off? They do. It's down to 100 and dead. They die so fast, but the shots have been fired. The shots are there. They're slowly pushing forward. They're making it happen. Here, there's nothing on the ground to stop them. They're just going to keep moving forward. They're trying. Ooh, this is actually a clever play. All these wards make it so that they stop in place so they can be killed. But actually, this might be it. These are, oh, another ward. Another ward came down and then the buildings came up, so they targeted the buildings instead. 1598. It's still pretty close. They're doing everything they can, but then the mutas are going to come down. We're going to get the FPS lag. And then we're going to see if they can push through all the way to get to the finals. Who wants to challenge Team Old Guard? Who wants to challenge Team Old Guard in the finals? We are either crowning a new champion or a repeat champion for 2 tournaments in a row. It's mutas. It's mutas doing muta things. Killing everything. Dahaka doesn't stand a chance. All these Hydras are gonna go down. The Creeper host will go down. These buildings will go down. And it's not fast enough, though, to get through. Unfortunately, these Creeper hosts just aren't doing anything. Any damage gonna get through to the Nexus? The answer is no. But they are very close to killing this Nexus. They're continuing to put on pressure. Guys, we're coming up on the 25-minute mark. We might be seeing tier 4. Is there gonna be damage? Yes, the damage is happening. Is it gonna be enough? No, but they do tickle it down to 1300. They're continuing to do these little chip shots of damage. We might just be seeing Ram Ranch Cowboys moving up to face off against Team Old Guard. But we can't count canonical spreadsheets out just yet. Man, I'm making tongue twisters for no reason. All the mutas coming up here trying to fight against all these queens and all these Hydras. These queens actually are soaking a lot more damage now. Smart play to put these queens in instead of continuing to go Hydra, since the Hydras just die so quickly. But this might end up being a stack here. You can see all the damage coming through on all these different units. Dahaka is actually surviving a little bit longer. Have they done it? Are they going to be able to actually start to hold and move this backwards? So far, these Creeper hosts are just behind, waiting for an opportunity to use their abilities, and there it is. Finally, these Creeper hosts are going to be able to come down and do some damage. Guys, we might see the flippening. Guys, you've just witnessed the flippening. They killed all of that. Creeper hosts have been activated. They're moving forward with the map now. They're with their wave. We might just see this flip in the other direction. We'll have to see if they can get past mid. The problem is they can't get past mid. I do want to know, 4 gas against 2. Right now, unless they can come up with some way to stack these up, it's just not gonna go well. You have to apologize for the frame drops. Once you get to this point, there's just too many things on the screen. Just a little too difficult for my computer to try to keep together. But we shall persevere. The stackening The flippening to the stackening. Is it enough? Will they be able to get this down? That is the question. The Nexus is at 500 shield, but now the shield is going down. They have 1,300 life. And it looks like they are going to be able, 1,200 life, 10, 1,900 is actually going down, 807. These chip shots are continuing to bring this Nexus down. They are getting close to victory, closer and closer to trying to move forward. The Vortex is going to soak this entire army into one spot, but can this herd of Hydras actually deal with the issue? That doesn't look like it right now. And you know what that means? Danger Will Robinson. Massive amounts of mutas are going to eat this army alive. They are moving forward. The Nexus is at 744 health. Will they be able to stay on top? Will they be able to keep this alive? Oh, this might be it. This might be it. Can Dahaka stay alive? Dahaka's doing a really good job of staying alive long enough. Will they be able to get over here and do some damage? No, it doesn't look like it, but look how close this is. This might just be it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's keep our eyes on the Nexus. They are fighting on top of the Nexus, which is usually not a good idea because that means you're going to be taking damage from the Nexus as well, and they hold. They hold strong. But man, that push was pretty close. More wards going down. The push here from Green. Green's army is not quite what it used to be. A lot of Vipers here with their abilities, a lot of Devourers, but look at all the Hydralisks. The Hydralisks are going to be able to put a lot of pressure on here, and I'm not sure they're going to be able to do anything about it. These mutants come in and clean up this entire Hydra army with no problem whatsoever. They dodge all the wards as well. Otherwise, these wards would probably be helping them push back a lot faster. My computer says, yo, spare me, dear God, spare me. All you need to know is there's a lot of mutas right now, and they're killing just about everything. They're doing a good job. They're going to stack up with this other army, and that's going to be pretty ferocious. All these creeper hosts have not activated. They're all just sitting there. Nothing to do, I guess, because all the units were in the air. And now the opportunity. Keep our eyes on the Nexus. The Nexus is taking shots. The Nexus is down to 700. It is at 672. Another little tickle. Another slight poke. And they continue to do these little bits of damage. We're coming up on 30 minutes in this game, guys. 30 minutes. Holy smokes. Vipers with the bio upgrades. Trying to keep going. We got the mutas attacking now. Doing what they do best, which is to get rid of absolutely everything. Dahaka out in front. You have the creeper host in back. This is going to be is this going to get rid of all these mutas? Oh my God, they did a great job. Holy smokes. The flippening. It's real. It exists. It's not a myth. They just killed all. That is exactly what they are. We going to really see this go back the other direction? Are we really going to see this go back the other direction? Look at these creeper hosts. They are living and doing their work. The problem is these creeper hosts have not been doing anything because they haven't been targeting because of the mutas. Now it looks like finally, if you use certain abilities, they do kind of freeze in place. Now it looks like these creeper hosts being able to actually be a part of the action is going to help give them the power. Are they actually going to reclaim mid? Are they going to reclaim mid after so long? Are you kidding me? No way. This is the first time in like 20 minutes that they've been able to reclaim mid, and they do it. Absolutely insane. We are back on par. You are back facing the same matchups as we saw before. Creeper hosts have breathed new life into this team. Keep in mind though, 4 gas apiece and still 10 jillion mutas, getting them across mid. Creeper hosts again. Creeper hosts this time do not do enough. They do not do enough. They were killed before they could get moving. All these Hydras are going to die, and then the Creeper hosts are going to follow. It may have been a nice little shining moment, but it may not have ended up being enough as this big pressure is going to come in. Let's keep our eye on the Nexus, which has almost refilled all of its shields. We'll be able to hold on. Looks like no problem, says Vorazun. Vorazun got this, he says. And now the Primal Guardians. Not Primal, I'm sorry. Just Guardians. It's Abathur, not Dahaka. These Guardians are going to be able to do quite a bit of damage. If they can get them in range of the Nexus, that Nexus will go down very quickly. The problem is getting them in range. Mutant's coming in. My computer getting more and more upset. Oh, this could be it, actually. Unless these creeper hosts. The creeper host did not do enough. Ladies and gentlemen, we might actually see the end here. We might see the end here. Everything dies. The Nexus is at 5. It's at 3. It's at 1. It's done. Storm Shit and Untold Pain. Where will be your second finalists? We have our finals, our best of 3, all set and ready to go. What a match. These mutas prove so strong, but the creeper host just could not hang